Best scene, Star Trek, Quicksilver. Interior, Terok Nor Space Station, Tahmid's office. Fane Channing, 30, human, in shoes, panties and a bra, stands with her wrists locked in a restraint attached to a shaft extending from the ceiling. Cardassian soldier number 1 punches her in the nose, drawing blood, while soldier number 2 stands by. A third soldier, Glyn Tahmid, 40, sits behind his desk.
In the future, you will refrain from sarcasm in this room.
Yes, Glyn.
Tahmid sits back in his chair and smiles.
What's your birthday?
Dissolve 2, Interior Starfleet Academy Building Lobby Day. Close on the smiling face of a male Cardassian civilian, 40. We zoom out to see that he is sitting in a small furniture grouping in the lobby of an academic building. Fane sits with him. She is several years older than in the last scene, clothed and unbound. Fane comes out of her memory with a little jump.
I beg your pardon?
I asked when you were born. It's not every day I have the opportunity to meet a time traveler.
Fade 2, Interior Little Boy's house, bedroom, night. A little boy, 6, is sleeping in the bed. There's a night light on. The windows are closed. We see the curtains moving, even though the window has not been opened. Clothes left on the floor move as though someone is walking on them. Interior, little boy's house, hallway, night. A bedroom door opens and a sleepy man, 40, comes out tying his bathrobe shut. The wall beside him appears to ripple. Then the solid form of the man appears for just an instant before becoming just a ripple in the wall again. We will come to know this invisible man as Sinij, 30.
What's that? Jennifer? Is that you?
Exterior, Sidewalk Cafe, day. The street is filled with chaos. Some customers duck for cover, while others scamper to escape, screaming and watching their backs. A crowd of bystanders has started to gather. 3 security officers run to the scene. Close on a phaser, put away in its pocket, moving with the motion of running. It slows as its bearer arrives at the cafe. Suddenly, the phaser flies out of the pocket and shoots all 3 officers. They go down, either dead or stunned. One of the cafe tables rises from the ground, turns on its side, and just floats in the air. Customers and bystanders continue to flee, screaming, while someone, off-screen, shoots back, the shots hitting the top of the floating table. Fade out. Fade in. Interior, Starfleet Headquarters, Captain Nado's office, day. Working at her desk is Starfleet Commander Nado Marinish, 45. Half Bergeron and half Arbaza, wearing a Bergeron earring in her right ear. The door chime sounds.
Come in.
Admiral Lee, 60, enters. Her face is very grave.
Marinish,
What's wrong?
get a team together. I've rented you a secure office in a city where you'll be out of view. Marinish, there's a Dominion spy here,
Here.
on Earth. A changeling.
Fade 2, Interior, Quicksilver Headquarters, conference room, day. We are in an office suite in San Francisco. 6 Starfleet officers and a Cardassian civilian sit around the table. At the head is Nado. Commander Robert McClellan, 40, is a human male. Lieutenant Commander Keevil, 100, is a Vulcan female. Lieutenant Aaron Lobi, 30, is a human female, fair and athletic. Lieutenant Commander Morach, 30, is a Klingon male. Ensign Shraga, 23, Andorian female, is tall, beautiful, and graceful. Teyat, 40, a Cardassian male, sits a little apart from the rest at the foot of the table. He wears traditional Cardassian clothing and a Starfleet communicator to match everyone else's.
First, I want to thank all of you for coming here on such short notice. I'm Captain Nado Marinish. I hope I don't need to remind you that this project, and for that matter, everything that goes on here is top secret. As far as anyone outside the suite is concerned, we're working on the history of the Dominion War for posterity. I'll introduce you all in a moment, but first, I want you all to know that I personally chose each and every one of you because you're best in the field.
Nado stands up and walks slowly around the table, standing near each person in turn.
This is Commander Robert McLemont. We've worked together before. He's an expert in biogenic weapons.
Eyebrows go up at the mention of biogenic weapons.
Lieutenant Commander Cavell is our statistician. Golem Jadat was a member of the Obsidian Order. I've chosen him for his expertise in covert investigation and interrogation.
The group reacts again.
Lieutenant Aaron Lobi is an expert in battle tactics. Lieutenant Commander Morrow won primary standing for the past 3 years in the annual hunting tournament on his homeworld. And Ensign Shraga, she's built herself a reputation for her ability to gain access to absolutely anywhere.
I'm afraid that reputation, as you call it, is just a rumor, Captain.
An exaggeration, I'm sure. But as I said, I chose each of you because you're the best at what you do.
Nado sits.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, our mission. Starfleet is calling it Operation Quicksilver. We have intelligence there's a Dominion spy hiding somewhere here on Earth. Our job is to find and apprehend this changeling, then find out why they're here. Any questions?
How do you catch a changeling? How do you keep him from literally slipping through your fingers?
Robert?
That's where the biogenetic weapons come in. There are substances that, when the changeling comes into contact, will keep him in the form he's in.
We shoot him with this stuff, and then we can throw him in the brig and he won't be able to ooze out through the ventilation system?
That's the plan.
Cavell, Tajat, Mauro, your job is to review the intelligence and come up with your best estimate of where the changeling is now. When you've given us a location, Aaron, you and I will work out a plan for capturing our friend.
You make it sound easy.
I'm sure it won't be.
Raising her hand,
Captain Marinish?
Captain Nado, actually. It's a Bergeron tradition. The surname comes first.
Captain Nado? What happens after we catch the changeling? I mean, is just catching him going to be enough to prevent another war with the Dominion?
I wish I knew the answer to that. Unfortunately, the very fact that the changeling is here in the first place likely means that the Dominion is at least exploring the idea of restarting the war.
Fade 2, interior Quicksilver headquarters, workroom, day. The large room is Operation Quicksilver's nerve center, and the conference room, the holodeck, the transporter room, and NATO's office are adjacent. On one side of the room are workstations, simulators, and other equipment. On the other are 3 tables with 4 chairs each. There's a big window that lets in lots of light, but the view isn't very good. Nearby buildings and a little bit of a side street. It shows that we're on the 2nd story in a city. Kivel, Teyat, and Morach watch the intelligence reports together at one of the workstations. Lobi and Shraga have a snack at one of the tables.
No, I don't think it works that way. What do you do for fun?
I work out. I like Mokbara.
That's a Romulan martial art, right?
Klingon, what about you?
I go climbing.
Rock climbing?
No, climbing buildings, actually.
You just climb buildings like a cat burglar?
Pan to the door to NATO's office.